Tonight, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates have traveled to Livingston, New Jersey, the next town over to take on the Livingston Lancers here at Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. Coverage coming up next. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it from Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makai, touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
Hello everybody and welcome to Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. My name is Ryan Lowy on the broadcast today for the Seton Hall Prep Pirates and the Livingston Lancers. I'm out here braving the cold so you can enjoy a phenomenal Super Essex Conference American matchup between Aiden Donovan and the Seton Hall Prep Pirates and Zach Feldman and the Livingston Lancers. Today's game is sponsored by New Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute of Clifton. If you're an athlete and you're in need of physical care, please go to the New Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute in Clifton, spearheaded by Mr. Michael C. Rusinello, or Doctor, rather. So coming up next, we have more coverage of Seton Hall Prep and Livingston right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. And Postgame! Let's the goal! And they win! They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in! Carriage Bullock from 3 yards out. And the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions! They defeat Livingston 4-1, and the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2, there goes the runners. Swing on and miss, strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. Here with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz. Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai.
Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what was today like? Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
A tremendous evening. It's Friday night soccer right here at the Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. We have a Super Essex Conference American Division matchup between the Seton Hall Prep Pirates and the Livingston Lancers. Let's take a look at how both teams got here. The Lancers started off their season with a struggle. A 1-0 loss here home at the Jake versus West Orange. A 1-0 fail versus Newark Academy. A 2-1 loss. A very good competition for the Lancers. Overtime was the result of that one for them. Then at Newark East Side, the Lancers were able to prevail up a goal and fall down to a 2-0 loss at Newark East Side, currently undefeated and atop of the table. Victories versus Columbia 2-0 and at Montclair Kimberly Academy 1-0 through outscoring opponents 3-0 in their last 2 competitions, and a 2-game win streak is where the Lancers will enter this competition. And for the visiting Seton Hall Prep Pirates, a phenomenal 5-1 record, only 1 loss. It was their first loss since 2 years ago when they took on their in-town foes within the West Orange Mountaineers. It was over 700 days ago, so let's get started. They opened up their season on a Thursday afternoon, a nice and sunny one, with a 3-0 win versus the West Essex Knights, then a 3-0 win versus Voorhees, a 7-0 win versus divisional opponents within the Hillbillies of Verona, and then a 3-2 win at Columbia, big comeback win. And then a 3-2 loss at Woodstock Academy, an out-of-state opponent, and they were able to continue their in-state 2-year win streak by taking down Cedar Grove on the road 6-0. It's a beautiful evening for some soccer. Livingston is starting to light up on the field, 2 straight wins after a tough start to the season. Coach Rubinetti said they're starting to develop their program more. And Seton Hall Prep, after that tough loss versus Woodstock Academy, still have a New Jersey record to keep. Haven't lost a game in 2 years. 8 minutes and 10 seconds until kickoff. Ryan Lowy on the broadcast, Jordan, with Molly Goldstein. We're now going to take a quick look at the NJ.com Top 10, which was most recently updated. And the NewJersey.com boys soccer top 10 rankings as of 9/22/22. Just a day old. Seton Hall Prep is 5-1. They still remain number 1 in the state of New Jersey. Their loss was out of state competition. Then a 5-0-1 Pingree squad out of Basking Ridge holds the second spot. Kearney is undefeated at 6-0. The best public school in New Jersey holds the third spot. The fourth spot is Westfield. Now this is due to shake up as Scotch Plains Fanwood just most recently took them down at Red Bull Arena last night in a classic rivalry matchup for some Thursday night soccer. Barton holds the 5 spot. They're getting things together after a tough start. They're 5-2, and then it's Elizabeth at 6-1. Also at 6-1 is Christian Brothers in the 7th spot. In the 8th spot, 5-1 is the West Orange Mountaineers. You can catch them tomorrow. I'm on the call for a home matchup versus Montclair Kimberly Academy right here on the D1 Media page at the NFHS Network. A 10 a.m. kickoff. Then St. Augustine sits at 5-1 in the 9th spot, really shaking up and climbing the rankings. And Ramsey, with a 5-1-0 record, hits the 10th spot. We're 6 minutes and 45 seconds away from kickoff right here at Al Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. Stay tuned for soccer next.
They score! Lloyd attacking and throws it down! Touchdown for St. Peter's!
I'm here with Darren Lewis.
With Simeon Wilcher.
Here with Precious Achua.
About doing overtime.
Hands up, Jack. Understand. Took them and defeated. Ethan Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Welcome back to an SEC American boys soccer matchup between the Seton Hall Prep Pirates and the Livingston Lancers. It's now time to take a look at the statistics for both strong ranked squads coming into this game. Formerly 19th in the state of New Jersey, Livingston Lancers have recently fallen out, but 2 straight wins and a possible good result versus Seton Hall Prep could shake things up for him. Chris Kane has a goal for him on the season as well as an assist. Aaron Henselvitz, who is hopefully returning today but is very limited after spending time on injury, has an assist to his name and is hoping to add to that today in his minimal appearances that are watched very closely by the coaching staff because of his injury. And with 4 goals on the season is Charlie Grossman, the PK specialist. He's not in the starting lineup today, but he's having quite the year for the Lancers, so we're going to keep an eye on him once he returns to the game. And in goal is Mr. Jacob Hans, the junior. Jake Hans, a phenomenal goalkeeper for the Lancers. Got a few starts last year, including some victories at home and on the road. A notable 4-0 win versus Glen Ridge was a start to his name. Jake Hans is very excited for a good year, and Coach Rubinetti quite said it himself. He is very impressed with Jake Hans' development and improvements. Last year, he wasn't ready for that starting spot. Logan Paredes held the spot and did just a brilliant job. And now we're taking a look at this year, and you can really tell that Paredes has really shadowed Jake Hans into an excellent goalkeeper. Coach Rubinetti quite plainly said it. He said that the MKA game, although Jake Hans wasn't the one scoring the goals, you can give him most of the credit. He had some phenomenal saves against a young and youthful and ready-to-play squad that we will see tomorrow versus West Orange on the NFHS Network, presented by D1 Media Pro. And for Seton Hall, oh my goodness, you should sit down, get some coffee, and be ready to listen to me talk for a long time with their statistics. 3 goals and an assist for Daniel Ariza, Peter Battenjani himself with an assist, as well as Marcus Barozan. A goal and 6 assists for Kuran Chauhan, Luca Chiricello with a goal and 2 assists. A goal to Colton Grove's name. Andy Krupski, who's been a little shaken up recently, still puts 7 goals to his name and an assist. He's today's player to watch for the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Nicholas Lapchinsky has an assist on his name. A goal and 3 assists for Wiley Ong the Jr. Lucas Mendez has 5 goals and an assist. Joaquin Nahenki has 4 goals and an assist. 4 assists for Julian Siljanovsky, A goal and 2 assists for Luka Warzenka, and then 3 assists for Maxwell Williams. And in net is Aiden Donovan, the senior. Aiden Donovan, very happy to be holding the goalkeeper rankings for this Seton Hall Prep team that is nationally ranked and number 1 in the NewJersey.com standings. So Livingston's getting ready to go. 2.5 minutes until scheduled kickoff. Seton Hall Prep is getting their practice uniforms off, and they're ready to play some soccer. Marty Berman's squad and Coach Rubinetti's squad will take each other on head-to-head here at the Jake next. Stay tuned, NFHS Network. You don't want to go anywhere.
The Marauders go back to their bread and butter. Their 3 offensive touchdowns today have all been on the ground. They'll go back to the ground here with Slade, and he's untouched into the end zone for a touchdown. Sam Slade.
And 21. Missouri under pressure, and he's taken down. Jack Price with the sack.
And goes under center. Toss to Thomason, far side, trying to pick up blocks, trying to cut back upfield, and he's in for a Seton Hall Prep touchdown. Hand off, Butler once again, steps through a couple of tackles, spinning the pile, pushing him forward. Is he in? No signal, yes he is, touchdown. Salters will take the snap, looking to throw deep, he's got a man, wide open, it's caught. Justin Mays, a foot race to the end zone. There he goes, touchdown. 80.
Brown, quarterback sneak to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Westfield.
Gordon, back to pass. Gonna throw a deep ball, far side. Caught. Touchdown. Nasir Addison.
40 seconds until kickoff. The Livingston Lancers are lined up and ready for the rules. Seton Hall Prep surrounding head coach Marty Berman. Marty Berman in his 37th season coaching. He's got 4 state titles to his name. His most recent one, a 20-0-1 undefeated season last year where they were able to take down Christian Brothers at Kane University for the strongest of the 6 possible state championships, the non-public A state championship. The winner of the North bracket and the winner of the South bracket. In order for Seton Hall Prep to make it to that final that they were able to beat Christian Brothers in, they had to win their section. And winning their section at home at their Great Kelly Athletic Complex, they were able to successfully take down the Del Barton Green Wave. They quite simply said, hey, waves are blue and we're coming for you. They took home the game, and that is how they found themselves in the state final matchup. On the other side, Livingston, a second-round loss at Passaic. Noah Fisher was the lone goal that the team was able to score in their 3-1 deficit, I believe it was. And the first game, they were able to beat Columbia 2-0 on a pleasant Monday afternoon for a 2 p.m. kickoff in the first round of the NJSIAA Section 1 Group 4 playoffs. So obviously Livingston looking to build off of that, a 2-game win streak. Haven't lost in about a week's time. They're taking on a very strong Seton Hall Prep Pirates squad. That's right, they haven't lost a game to an in-state opponent in over 700 days. That was versus West Orange. You can catch that game on the on-demand section on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. We were able to highlight Marty Berman. We're now going to highlight head coach Rubinetti. Coach Rubinetti said last year was, quite frankly, one of his favorite seasons to be coaching the squad. 52 unified goals. They lost a lot of that experience this year, but they're happy to have Charlie Grossman back, Zach Feldman back. They're happy to have Jake Hans in net. They really feel like he's been mentored well to it. Captains Andy Pessoa. Look at him. He's back. Aaron Henselwitz is healthy, and Charlie Grossman, as well as Zach Feldman, for the Lancers are the captains. And for Seton Hall Prep, it really hasn't changed at all this season. Joaquin Nahenki is there, as well as Alex Oladapo. And we have one more familiar face there. That's Peter Badanjani. So we're ready to go. 40-minute clock is set here at the Jake. I'm Ryan Lowy here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network, saying thank you so much for joining me and Molly Goldstein on camera today. We are out here braving the cold at the top of the Jake. Very chilly night. Yesterday we covered Lancers football, a tough loss versus Montclair. They held a 10-0 lead in the first half, but couldn't hold suit. Lost by a couple drives. Want to catch any of that? Tune into the on-demand section on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network. Jacob Gorin was on the call, welcoming his brother back to NFHS network broadcasters, Eli Gorin, and on camera it was Jordan the Recording Cooper. It was a phenomenal competition, a decent crowd. USA Day was the theme for the Lancers. On the other side, Montclair brought a decent crowd and were able to also bring back a comeback, they were able to bring back a comeback spirit as well. Notable performances from running back Samaj Adams and quarterback Drew Pfeiffer, the dual sport athlete for the Montclair Mounties. Oh, let's talk some Mountie soccer for a second. A tough loss yesterday as Marcus Jackson, the freshman, was able to spill in a goal for West Orange on the road as number 8 West Orange cruised. Well, I shouldn't say cruised. They just barely braved out a very strong Montclair Mounties squad. Head coach Torrey Weaver said he was very frustrated with the result, but very proud of the way his team played against Doug Nevins, who has just accomplished his 350th win quite a few games ago versus Cedar Grove, a 7-1 win they had. Ari Rosso has graduated. He's playing Division I soccer for West Orange. However, his brother, now the junior, the rising junior, I must say, has been stepping up for the squad. Nonetheless, Marcus Jackson, the freshman, Mason Bashkoff, the All-State Group 4 senior. The team has been coming around, and that's really how they pulled out the 1-0 win against a Livingston Lancers squad that looked healthy, looked happy, looked ready to go. It was the first of 3 losses before they were able to pull out 2 through the thick of it. Moments away from kickoff, our clock is set. Thank you for joining us here in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. Super Essex Conference matchup for you. No, I can't tell you how excited I am. It's going to be a good competition. Decent attendance brought in from the Lancer side, as well as the Seton Hall Prep side. Very dedicated fan base. A lot of dedicated alumni to their name. A fantastic school Seton Hall Prep is. They play all home outdoor athletic events at the Kelly Athletic Complex. Great baseball facilities there under Coach Shepard. Some of the best have played there. Porcello, former Red Sox all-star pitcher, donated a lot of money to make that beautiful location one of the best in Essex County for high school sporting events possible. They play football there as tomorrow it's homecoming versus the Irvington Blue Knights. Coach Shepard, not Coach Shepard, Coach Smoke of the Irvington Blue Knights is ready to take his new and improved squad on out, undefeated, against the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. He's trying to take down a non-public A power. On the call for that one will be Jacob Gorin. Tune in on the D1 Media page on the NFHS network. Pre-game coverage, 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to go anywhere. Soccer just seconds away. The Lancers have taken the field, and we're very excited to bring back Livingston soccer here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS network, and have Seton Hall Prep back for yet another game. Livingston is very excited. They brought a student section tonight, obviously with football being moved to the Thursday night. This is Friday Night Lights, soccer edition. Marty Berman, the head coach for the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Roger Rubinetti, the head coach for the Livingston Lancers. Let's play soccer. Eddie Krupski, who's most recently been shooken up, currently has the ball and ready to kick it off. As Seton Hall Prep is getting ready to go, Krupski had a phenomenal start to the season. In the 5 wins, the kid has just not stopped scoring goals in each competition. Collegiate level soccer player, to say the least. And for Livingston, we got to talk about some college soccer as well, as in the huddle. And one of our 4 co-captains is the great Zachary Feldman himself, going to play D3 soccer at Wesleyan. He's going to have a phenomenal career there if he's able to stay healthy. Just a phenomenal Division III program. So we're ready for kickoff here at the Jake. Eddie Krupski will kick it off for the Pirates. Livingston will kick off in the second half's time. So Krupski and Seton Hall is ready. The officials are signaling for the goalkeepers to be ready. Livingston looks to be ready. And from the 50 of Al J. Jacobson Field, let's play high school soccer here on the D1 Media Pro page and on the NFHS network. It's Nihanke. He swings far side, and the Pirates will control. Haven't lost a game in the state of New Jersey in over 700 days. Undefeated last year, 1 defeated the COVID year, a 7-1-1 record as, I guess you could say, quote-unquote, state champions. They gave themselves the state championship for the 2020 season with an asterisk to it, as the tournament was cut off due to COVID. They only played a abbreviated sectional tournament. Shipped up the field. Tapped down by Henselvitz, who's fit himself back into the starting lineup after an injury versus Newark Academy. Here comes Dylan Santucci. He's bodied off the football by Karan Shohan. And we're about 40 seconds into this competition here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Once again, my name is Ryan Lowey, and we are braving out the cold. Today's kickoff was sponsored by New Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute of Clifton, a 6:25 kickoff time. So 25-minute delay due to girls soccer as the Lancers fell 2-1 versus Mount Olive. Andy Pessoa up the field, nobody there. Botched in the air, a relay header from Shohan. Santucci bodies himself on it. He goes down. That's their first whistle of the game and a foul to the Pirates' name. And I can probably eyeball and ballpark about 60 to 70 Lancer student section fans here today, and obviously Seton Hall Prep with a unified fan base of alumni and students all around northern New Jersey. Send up the field, just over the intended Joshua Baskies, and it'll roll out. Aiden Donovan now with the goal kick from the 6. Thank you for joining us here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. A chilly evening, looking at mid-50s, maybe even low 50s. First couple days of the fall kicking in. Grudge match, close side, and look at the Lancers win the ball on over. Shipped up by Henselvitz. He'll ping it to the defensive core. The left back, Will Bauer, will play one out of play close side. It's a throw-in for the Lancers. Ethan Goldsmith back on the football pitch after last year braving out an injury at training camp at Montclair State University prior to tryouts, getting a varsity appearance. Here's Henselvitz from far. The left foot shot. It's deflected away and cleared up the field. Krupski and Pessoa go up forward. It hits Pessoa's head. A relay in the air once again is hit off of the Lancer head. Whistles come in, and it's the Lancers' first penalty of the game. Seton Hall Prep Pirates free kick from roughly their 40-yard line. Braving out the football lines today. This is a multi-purpose facility here at Livingston High School. Battinjani ships the ball up the field. It's a gift wrap package to Krupski. And Pessoa will try and head it away. Trying to body himself onto it is Oladapo. Corner kick gets the Pirates fans excited. 36:40 left to play here in the first half of action on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. So Oladapo with Chris Kane standing close side to him. We'll talk more about Chris Kane in a minute. Shipped into the box. Nobody there to finish as it's poked away by Buono. Too strong of a touch there from Marcus Brozon. Santucci will keep it in. He will ship one up the field. This one a gift wrap package to the Seton Hall Prep defense. Slide on in, and Seton Hall Prep will continue to control. Here's Battinjani. Pinged up the field. Touchdown, here's Marcus Brozon, a little too strong for that bro, and it's a throw-in for the Lancers. Temperature currently at 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't ask for the Celsius account of that one. I do not do those calculations myself. Lancer throwing now. Ethan Goldsmith to address it. He'll play one on in. Headed and relayed on up. Luca Chiricello sends it up the field as it's headed away by Fierce Feldman. Krupski, Chiricello. And Blinderman punches it away for the Lancers. And the Pirates will have to regroup. Pinged on in by Battinjani. Touchdown by Krupski, but Andy Pessoa gets in the way. He's El Fuego. Headed over to Aiden Donovan. What a year Aiden Donovan has been having for the Pirates. Quite a few clean sheets for his name. Shipped up the field. Relay header. Pessoa bats one down. Chase for the ball right here on the Lancers side by Jacob Lowenthal, but he cannot prevail. The Pirates will control. Far side at the 50. Reminder to tune in the coming minutes as Mount Olive High School of Morris County welcomes the West Orange Mountaineers in a football matchup. Live right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network, presented by Michael C. Rusinella at NJ Orthopedics. Shipped up the field. Shohan, tough touch on the ball. Santucci. Batted away by Nihenke. Brozon, back to Nihenke. The far side right back will control for the Pirates. There's a nice relay pass. Pirates control. Krupski ships the ball on through. It's fierce Feldman to punch it away. Krupski bodies his way onto the ball. Here's Eddie Krupski, a left-footed shot poked away by Hans. Yeah, welcome to this football matchup, Jake Hans. A heroic save from heroic Hans. Coach Rubinetti said it himself. Jake Hans is ready to play soccer. So Zach Feldman now to take the free kick. The collision close side will give the Lancers an opportunity to punch one on up. In the air, the Pirates find it. Poked up by Wiley Ong. Actually, the Livingston native himself playing against his hometown. Lives about a walk away from here, as a matter of fact. Here come the Pirates. Shohan. Some tip-tapping from the Pirates. Brozon. Played over to Ong. Ong, going up against Goldsmith, plays it away. Brozon. Brozon throws one in. Headed in the air. Can Krupski finish it? Can't find the momentum for it. Relays one and over, deflected off the back line. Krupski is still going as he's down, and it's a Lancer call. Matthew Blinderman, the first-year varsity Lancer, plays one up. Out for a throw-in. Well, they're going to say, they're going to keep him playing on, but yeah, I believe he was out for a throw-in. That's at least what the far sideline official indicated. Well, as I said, Seton Hall Prep has a Livingston native. They have quite a few natives themselves who've come far distances for this competition. Shohan relays one up, shot from far, speared away. Well, Aiden Donovan's from Lyndhurst. From Montclair is Alex Oladapo. Will Bowers from Cranford. What you're going to notice about the locals of this Seton Hall Prep team, brought to you by Rich Gildy, who is the sports information director, is that this team has a lot of players coming from far places. They want to play soccer here at the Prep, and you can't blame them. State champs haven't lost in over 700 days versus Jersey opponents. Nationally ranked at the moment. Number 1 in NewJersey.com's official top 20 rankings, which the NJSIAA sponsors. So there's a reason to want to go to this school if you want to play private school football. Or soccer for the matter. Actually, Bob Bradley, an MLS soccer coach, refuses to call soccer football, or football soccer for the matter. Former LAFC coach, great documentary about that on ESPN+. Molino. Outside pass far side. Vasquez. Back to the middle. Leventhal to Andy Pessoa. Ships one on up. Tough deflection off of Chris Kane. Leventhal goes down. No whistle comes in. Here come the Pirates. Shohan gives it away. Deflected out. Andrew Pessoa. Out of play for a Lancer throw-in. As I was saying, we left off at Cranford. Bat and Janney from Whippany. Nihenke from Morristown. Now, if we're talking local private schools, you're thinking Del Barton in Morristown, but no, Nihenke wants to play prep soccer. Caldwell is Marcus Brozon. We have a Montville local within Kuran Shohan. From Clark, New Jersey is Eddie Krupski, a star Prep Pirates player. Krupski, as a matter of fact, was the intended receiver of this pass. Backward relay intercepted by Feldman. Shipped up the field, deflected off a foot. Feldman runs onto it. Look at him taking a tackative touch. But the Pirates find it. Intended pass for Krupski. finds its way in the hands of Jake Hans. Springfield is Luca Chiricello. Also from Montville is Julian Siranovsky. Daniel Ariza is from Belleville. They're playing SEC Colonial Soccer at the moment. Gideon Zales is from Morristown. Colton Grove is from Mountain Lakes. That's right, not Cedar Grove, Mountain Lakes. Brandon Williams is from Denville. Lucas Mendez from Cranford. From Summit is Patrick Campbell. And now here's where we go far. We're talking Millington with Luke Warzenka. And then from Wallington is Lapsinski. Nicholas Lapsinski is from Wallington, New Jersey. Small municipality all the way out in Bergen County. We're talking a 25, 30-minute ride from the West Orange area, folks. Thrown in quickly. Head on a swivel for the Pirates. Lehanke over to Battinjani. Peter Battinjani springs one up in the air. Headed up by Goldsmith. Relay header from Bullenau. Lehanke finds it. Trips on up, but he's able to find a ball for Oladapo. Into Krupski. Krupski with a nice chip on up. The cross headed away by Fierce Feldman and poked on up by a returning to play Charlie Grossman. Charlie Grossman sat the first couple minutes of this competition. And Chach takes a touch on it and he'll take his space. Player behind him, he'll quickly send one on up. He's a very relaxed player with the football. Taken away by Brozon, but out for a Lancer throw-in. So Charlie Grossman throws one in. Quick header out of bounds by Will Bauer. Now, I can't get this confirmation for you, but Coach Rui dos Santos of Seton Hall Prep has quite the name in the Major League Soccer world. If they're the same person, laugh out loud. Throw in for the Livingston Lancers. Blinderman. Spears one close side. Touched right back to him by Kane. Blinderman with the left-footed cross. Shanked in the air. Takes a bounce. Push in header. Headed right back. No finish comes from Kane. And the Pirates are able to punch it away by Luca Chiricello. Krupski. What a pass by Krupski. He gets a ball sent to him. Tries to play one on in the middle. It's intercepted and poked away by Henselwitz. Henselwitz also looking at playing some Division II, Division III collegiate soccer himself. Quickly thrown in. Will Bauer. Marcus Brozon. All the way back to Peter Battinjani, the most recent throw-in. Far side to Oladapo. 26 and a half left to play here at the Jake in the first of two halves of football in Livingston, New Jersey. Thank you for joining us here at Al Jake Jacobson Field. Plenty more on tomorrow. Seton Hall Prep hosting the Irvington Blue Knights. Homecoming for them on the football front at Brendan P. Tadlin Field at the Kelly Athletic Complex. Saw West Orange, both boys and girls, beat Newark Academy 2-0 apiece on both sides. Was a highlight for athletics here on D1 Media Pro this week. Alongside that one, Lancer football with a strong start, but a tough deficit versus Montclair here at the Jake. Jacob Gorin on the call for that one. Catch that one on demand now. All three of those games I just mentioned, plus more available on the on-demand function on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network. Speared out. Goal kick from the 6 for Hans. I didn't lie when I said it was cold out. Temperature's still dropping. Fingers getting numb at the moment. Out here braving the cold so you can enjoy Lancer soccer and Prep Pirates soccer. The Pirates, very strong coming into this game. Most would have them favored to win, but the Lancers have been red hot recently, so you cannot count them out. And they've been showing it recently. A big 2-0 win versus MKA is their most recent game to their credit. Seton Hall Prep on the other side, they were coming off of a loss, their first loss in 2 years. They wanted to keep that New Jersey record strong going up against Cedar Grove, a 6-0 win they had. No surprise that Krupski did a number. Chach with the punch back. Kane, all the way back, he gives it right to Krupski. And Krupski's poked off of it by Blinderman. Look at the first-year varsity player go. What a play. Seton Hall Prep, however, still controls. 24-32. In attendance today, Lancers catcher, who was highlighted a lot on the NFHS network last year in the Lancers playoff run, Miles Side. Congratulations on his recent commitment to the Ramapo College of New Jersey, Division III baseball, where he will play with Mr. Robert Sale, who is also a Livingston alum, a pitcher-catcher duo that could see itself in action in the NJAC. Free kick as the ball lays on the 50, far hash mark. Fierce Feldman to take it. Touchdown, the Lancers control. Nice move, and here come the Lancers on a run. Baskey slide tackled off the ball. He'll try and recover as it rolls out. Goal kick from the 6. Baskey's claimed it was touched away by Bat and Janney, and the Pirates think they got away with something because they're cheering for it. A quick-moving game in high school soccer. 2 40-minute halves, a 10-minute break in between, known as halftime, for those of you who didn't know. Clock would stop for a major injury, which the official would signify, or a goal scored. Bulino ships a ball. This is going to be a tough one. Santucci will not win the race. He'll give up and concede to Bauer, who lets it roll out. Goal kick from the 6, once again for the Prep Pirates. The division alignment this year, quite interesting, the way they put it around. Belleville runs the boys soccer front, their athletic organization. And, well, it has West Essex and Verona, as well as Columbia moving up. Montclair Kimberly moved down. Shipped up the field, as well as Glen Ridge. Here's an opportunity for Brozon. Taps one up. It's a tough touch for Shohan, and Pessoa pounds one in the air. Takes a bounce. Bauer with the header. Right to Santucci. The junior plays one away. Schatz tries to recover. Only puts a little press on before the Pirates relax. This team has some of the best ball movement in the state of New Jersey, and they've consistently showed it. Poked ahead, Chiricello. Here he is again as he plays it away. Shohan. Close side run for Brozon. One touch cross. Nice touchdown. Shot from far. Can it come from Mendez? No shot comes as Bulino wins the ball off the official. That's a new rule that was put into soccer most recently, is that if it hits off the official momentum-wise, it's a drop kick. Used to be that you just have to play on and deal with the punishment, but good reason why they changed that one. I think it's quite the fair call itself. Obviously, we want to see action, but we want to see action and fairness, and obviously the Lancers had the momentum there, and they deserve to be given it back. No official should get in the way with that one. From the 50, the Pirates take over possession once again. Up the field they come. Pessoa dives in, but able to relay him and play it away is Henslowitz. Baskis takes a tough touch on the football, and it's a throw-in for the Pirates. Krupski works the 1-2 with Oladapo. Look at the senior maneuver around. Plays one away. Shot from far. Speared. Hans doesn't have to worry about it as he slides away from it. Or slides on top of it, rather. Goal kick from the 6. Everyone trying to brave the cold. Everyone has their sweatshirts on. Few Lancers on the bench not wearing sweatshirts, actually. And the whole Prep Pirates bench, if not in jackets, in sweatshirts. 2020 left to play. 2 years ago's amount of time left to play. That'll be a long time, just kidding. Out for a throw-in for the Pirates. Speared in from far. Hans on a hop. Takes care of it himself. He's Odell Beckham Hans. Chilly weather and papers flying here in the box. Hope you're staying warm wherever you're watching from. Drop kick from Jake Hans there. Quite interesting as the header's in the air. You know, this cold reminding me of hockey. Warren Echo, a great facility at Roselle where we film. It's outdoors, a 4-cylinder location. Speared ahead. Poked to front. Grossman. Santucci poked off the football. A nice work there between Yahenke and Brozon, but whistles come in late. Lancer free kick. Still nil apiece with 19:12 left to play in the first half. D1 Media Pro page, NFHS Network. Super Essex Conference American Division Boys Varsity Soccer. Played in quickly. Grossman is offsides. Very visibly as the whistles come in. I was going to say he lined up quite far ahead of everyone, but good heads up effort there from the Lancers. Pirates getting a few warm to the left. We had earlier today, which you can now catch on demand, senior night festivities of West Orange Girls Varsity Soccer. That was played at West Orange High School's Great Lincoln Field. I'll be there tomorrow as the Montclair Kimberly Academy Cougars visit the West Orange Mountaineers. Coach Leather looking to try and bring his team to an upset against Coach Doug Nevins, one of the most successful coaches and a Seton Hall Prep alumnus himself. Cleared away. Nevins played soccer at the collegiate level, at the high school level for the Prep Pirates. Him and Marty are well acquainted, to say the very least. Nice pass ahead. Fierce Feldman reads it on Krupski like a collegiate soccer player. Look at him go. He's running out of space. He asks for a handball. He will get the call. $17.5 left to play here in the first half on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Feldman addresses one up. That one off Yahenke. And over to Brozon. Ahead for Chiricello. Chiricello takes a heavy touch ahead, and Feldman to clean up the mess. A nice touch, keeps it in. Touchdown by Grossman. Grossman, another attempted collegiate athlete himself, trying to play college soccer at the next level. Collision, no call. Santucci ends up on it. Body slam down is Brozon by Grossman. No whistles come in, and here go the Lancers. It's Chris Kane. Addresses one on in. Grossman from far. Donovan with the save. That's an effort you want to see when you're playing the #1 team in New Jersey. In a scoreless tie with 15 minutes left to play in a first half of action. Wow, that was a very good effort all around. Grossman, Chris Kane, you name it, a very good effort. I mean, Coach Rubinetti said it himself. He wants to see more Chris Kanes on the field for the Lancers. An admirable player, always hustles. He might not be the best player in the state, but he has the best mind in the state for the great game of football, as well as Zach Feldman, as he makes a nice slide tackling play, as well as Eddie Krupski, one of New Jersey's top players. As I said earlier, you can never give up on Eddie Krupski, even when he's hurt. 7 goals in 6 games. When you're scoring more goals than you are having games played, and your team is #1 ranked in the state of New Jersey, keep an eyeball out for it. Substitutions on both sides for the Pirates. Mendez takes a break. For the Lancers, Chris Kane gets an applause and a break. 15:45 in the throw-in from far. A packed house here at the Jake. Parking lot quite filled. Down goes Grossman. Here come the Pirates. Oladapo deflected off the ball, punched away. And a good effort by Bulino. And there's a nice cheer of sportsmanship. Coach Berman exchanging words with Coach Rubinetti. Shipped up the field. It's a foot race. Not a problem for Yahenke. That's one thing the Pirates have over everyone. Size and speed has never been a problem on their side. From the back, here's Sijanovsky for the Pirates and shipped ahead. Touchdown for Warjenka. And shipped far side on over to Captain Battenjani. Peter Battenjani spears one ahead. Feldman Tackative header clears it away, and a break for the Lancer defense. Awaiting substitution for the Lancers, corner kick specialist Neil Hajib on deck. Let's put it in baseball terminology. Speaking of baseball, these are two phenomenal baseball programs. Coach Mickey Ennis of the Lancers and Coach Shepard, if you haven't heard his name before, of the Pirates. Nice 1-2 effort, intercepted by Santucci. Charlie Grossman, attacked from the back, gets rid of the ball quickly. Leventhal, an excellent pass. Touched off of it, it's Henselvitz. Chiricello, look at him maneuver around Henselvitz. That's Luca Chiricello. And now Krupski with the tap ahead. Works a 1-2 with Warjenka. Krupski attacked by Feldman. His fist Feldman. Free kick for the Lancers. Feldman is an unstoppable wall. Tapped in. Hans. Back to the kicking in Feldman. 13-17 and addressed ahead. Header for Siljanovsky. Grossman. Tapped off the ball by Warchenko. And the center back, Batanjani, gives it a ride to the midfield, colliding our two Lancers. Hoping that seniors Henselvitz and Sohara right after that one. Pessoa clearly is, as he just put his body on the line to win the Lancers back to football. Bueno, tapped ahead. Intended for Grossman. It finds Santucci off of a deflection. Here's Grossman. 2-on-2 effort. Abort the mission, but Grossman with a nice outside the back pass. Donovan slides in the way. He might not have touched the ball, but he touched the eyesight of Jacob Lowenthal. That's Aiden Donovan. Few saves on his name today already, and 8 on the season. $12:15 left to play. And tapped right back in. One thing to mention, congratulations to David Schuster, former STA product and Seton Hall Prep Pirates state champion 2-time over. 3-year varsity player for the Pirates. Currently putting up quite the number as the #1 Division III team in New Jersey hoists his name to their trophy at the moment. That's U Chicago. That's right, folks, #1 Division III soccer team in the country. And Tom Shields must be happy watching that one. He has a lot of Seton Hall Prep, Del Barton, Livingston products, you name it. STA really shapes high school soccer as well as Match Fit Academy. A lot of West Orange girls soccer players who are featured here on the NFHS Network call Match Fit Academy their off-season high school soccer home. Shipped ahead. Defensive challenge. Nice play by Goldsmith. And a nice play by Santucci as well. Leventhal with the header in his direction. Look at him go. He's got the gloves on as well to keep himself warm. Maybe a little running will do it too as he trots down the line with the football. He's going one-on-one. He cuts in. His pass from far, Bogano sends one up the uprights. What a good effort by the Lancers once again. Plausible to say the least. Substitution. The Prep Pirates will give Wiley Ong, the junior, a break. He switches out with Karan Shohan. Wiley Ong, as I said, just a walk away from the Jake. Must find it a little inconvenient to take the bus back to the Prep and then come here to the Jake and then take the bus home. Played ahead. Serjanovsky. What a ball. This is a good effort for Lepchinsky. Sent in the box under pressure, deflected, a header in the air. Heroic Hans. Jake Hans. With 10 minutes left to play in the first half with another humongous save. Grossman, challenged, tries to trickle around Serjanovsky, that doesn't bite. Henselvitz. Ships one far side, here's Neil Hajib, the lefty on the wing. Let's see what he can do. going up against Oladapo. Cuts on in. Oladapo slides him away and takes over with it. Hajib will try and counteract, but Oladapo regroups. Battenjani to Krupski. The senior gets pushed down, but the Pirates spear ahead. Fierce Feldman, the last line before Hans. He wants to send it to Hans, and Hans will wind and boot. Battenjani knocked down. Yankee. And now Shohan. Tapped ahead, poked to front, and there's a nice Bolino effort. Here comes Jacob Leventhal, the sophomore. And Grossman tries to send one to the junior Santucci. What a deflection, here come the Lancers. It's kept in. Dylan Santucci cuts into the 18, ships one, it's too strong for Leventhal. Hajib. Bolino. The senior plays to his senior counterpart, Neil Hajib, who ships one on back. Matthew Blinderman, JV captain for the Lancers last year, now a varsity starter on the regular, plays one ahead. Look at Santucci go. He works a free kick for the Lancers. Oh, look at the Lancers' attendance, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, from seniors to freshmen to even middle schoolers in attendance today. Here at Jacobson Field. Who has to take it? Then the free kicking specialist himself, Charlie Grossman. 7:50. Clock still hasn't stopped this first half. The second half coming up after a 10-minute intermission here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network, known as halftime. A four-man wall. Grossman kicks. Grossman spears right into the hands of Donovan. What a save. Donovan rolls to the right back. Or my apologies, the center backs work together there. Serjanovsky. Up ahead, Chiricello. Goldsmith gets in the way of that one, but Chiricello's right back on it. And Pessoa tries to get in the way. Grudge match in the middle, and Silvitz wants to take over and be the gentleman. Tough touch for Santucci, as it's a Prep Pirates throw-in to come from Julian Serjanovsky. 6:55 left to play. Thrown ahead. Krupski relay off a Lancer head. That was Andy Pessoa, and out for a throw-in. Chris Kane wants to check back in for the Lancers. No impending Prep Pirates substitutions at the moment. Ahead are the Pirates, passed away. Right foot from Neil Hajib, right back to where it came from. Mihanki, ahead to Krupski. Hans reverts. Krupski shot, saved with the back line by Fierce Feldman. Jake Hans, take a coffee break. Feldman's there for you. Played ahead. Out for a goal kick from the 6. Wow, what a save. And you see Marty Berman scratching his head. Did we see that correctly was the question. Feldman just did some goalkeeping without his hands inside the 6. If Wesleyan isn't excited about a play like that, I don't know who would be, because that is incredibly impressive. Keeps the game scoreless. 5:35 left to play in the first half. I mean, the Jake erupted. It was almost as if they scored a goal. Played ahead by Hans. Pirates work ahead. Krupski in the air. It was intended for Warjenka, but a revertment sees the Lancers on it. Tapped ahead for Grossman. He has the Kane route. He will use it. Chris Kane from right outside the 18. Cuts in the 18. He left foot passes one ahead. Leventhal's pass is intercepted. Chipped ahead. El Fuego tries to run on in. It's tapped to front by the Pirates. In the air, the Lancers have Warjenka running like a loose goose. Leventhal. Charlie Grossman. Dylan Santucci. The junior sends one. Chris Kane is offsides. 4:42 left to play in the first half. It's a chilly day. Coach Rubinetti said he's struggling to say that he has to play without his star center back, who had a phenomenal year. Connor Strunsis was anticipating a return now, but physical therapy delays it at least another week or two, so a few more competitions he'll have to sit out of. Lancers can play like this in the second half against the Pirates team. They can't be complaining. And on the other side, Marty Berman's got to be looking at this one as a statistical way to look at things differently, because Krupski almost poked one on in, and Feldman's been the brick wall back there the entire game. 4 flat left to play in the first. Lancer substitution. Baskies for Hajib. 3:45. Thrown in by Blinderman. Throw in for the Pirates. 3.5 left to play. .320 left to play. Thrown in by Blinderman. Still 43 minutes left to play in this combined effort between the Pirates and the Lancers here at Al Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. Yes, you've guessed it. My name is Ryan Lowy. Charlie Grossman on the ball for the Lancers. Swung on off of it. Good effort here by Shohan. From the back, the Pirates work ahead. Pessoa gets in the way, but whistles come in. A little too physical for the officials' liking. Slow to get up is Chiricello. Luca Chiricello is hopping about now for the Pirates. Lancers have, well, as the clock is signaled to stop, Lancers have a quite interesting and exciting schedule ahead to look forward to. The 2 and 3 Lancers here currently deciding Game 6 versus the Pirates. See Verona next, then Millburn, then West Essex, then Montclair, Cedar Grove, Caldwell, Pope John, and a county tournament for the state tournament. Sent in Wiley Ong, deflected away. From far, whisked out of the direction by Lapchinsky. Again, Livingston, next matchup versus Verona. That's tomorrow's time for their liking. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Then the 4-day break as they'll head to Millburn in a rivalry matchup. Tough kick by Hans. On the other side, a juicy schedule for the Pirates that they're digging into. Game number 7 for them. Then they have West Orange in 4 days. Matchup in West Orange is a West Orange derby. These two teams saw each other quite a few times last year. Both the 2 times were in the Pirates' name. One of them a county final victory to give the Pirates supreme reignship over Essex County soccer. Then a win a few days later in the regular season to make that 3 losses in a row for West Orange. It was a really big dent they put in them. However, their last regular season loss was versus West Orange. It was 2 years ago in the COVID-infested year. Ari Rosu smacked in the game winner. Seton Hall was number 2 in the state of New Jersey at the time. 70 seconds left to play. Well, it's very tough coming up for Seton Hall Prep at West Orange, and they're hosting a tough Millburn squad that took down West Orange. West Orange's only loss. Then they're at an undefeated East Side team that's really squeezing themselves into a top 20 liking. And they have Montclair, who, as always, are phenomenal. Montclair Kimberly, a regrouping squad. Then they're playing St. Anthony's of Long Island at the Pingree School in Basking Ridge. Then they have Newark Academy Bloomfield and a county tournament. Actually, Newark Academy and Bloomfield are after the impending county tournament. 35 seconds left to play. My apologies, our clock froze up. Waiting on 20 seconds left to go. Apologies for some clock technical difficulties. About 10 seconds now left to play here in the first half. Grossman Grossman goes down, whistles come in. However, that looks to do the first half of play. Tie score, and a yellow card is given to Joaquin Nihenke. That's your first hardline stat of the day. It's a yellow card for Joaquin Nihenke. And that'll do the first half of action. We're going to go to break. A 0-0 scoreline between the hosting Livingston Lancers and the visiting Seton Hall Prep Pirates of West Orange right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. When one of the top public high school athletic programs in the state of New Jersey uses the #1 live stream in the nation.
Flip to Carson. He went the 90 yards on the kickoff return. He's trying to finish it off with a touchdown, and he does! Behind Carson.
Ball court. Passed on over to Capstraw. Capstraw will drive in past two players, and she's able to lay it up and score. That is the 1,000-point club type of play right there. You can't ask for better than that one.
Pass across. Stick down by Murphy. Send a shot and deflected. They score!
2 now. We're at the 2:30 marker left in the game. Immaculate go quickly, but it has just costed them a good play there to stay on the West Orange side. Diving in quickly is Capstraw, and she herself is leading West Orange to a comeback. 5.
Short shot on goal. Post! West Orange! Let's go! And they win! They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates! What a thrilling game!
So a free kick for West Orange. She sends it towards the net.
But we don't score the game, we just call and record it. As the pitch from Bove with nobody on base, swung on and missed, struck him out. Rosu now trying to get on the offensive side of things. Can he? Ooh, and he's able to work himself into a pin position. Can he earn the pin? He's got all 5. Back points easily secured. And he pins him. So the first Rosu with the pinfall victory.
West Orange with a 5-0 win over Newark Central. I'm here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. All right, West Orange with a 6-1 win over Columbia. I'm here with 3 stars of the game: Emma Mitchell, Kaya Schultz, Gianna Festino.
So I'm Ryan Lowy from D1 Media Pro, and I'm joined with senior Kaya Schultz and junior Kylie Capstraw.
Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's.
O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Faraz on his way home. Throw is not in time.
Going quickly, Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side, wide open, touchdown.
In there, called strike 3 looking. Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through 2.
Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Benkovich. They score! Michael Benkovich for St. Peter's Prep. Bounced on the ground to short. Faraz Fields flip to O'Donnell 1. Throw on to first in time for a double play. Just will look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Has a man. Can he scores? Reels it in. 35. Stick on to defenders. 2 on to the 20. Once again. Hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a 2-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead.
St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you?
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return. And I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved, they feel important, And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece, 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down! Corey Floyd! A missed opportunity down low, behind the back to Bueno and one! Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up for the slam! It's too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, lays it in and one on the lob!
Thought about the three, drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd!
Here with Corey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, three, got it! Simeon Wilcher is fired up!
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Sering driving and throws it down. He can't get around and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, laying through the basket. Marcus Cerroti here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join.
The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. From the moment you become a patient in our practice, our experienced team supports you until your full recovery with education, compassion, and understanding. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite. In conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology, we can not only address the current injury, but also find the underlying cause, such as muscle weakness, imbalance, or improper form. We also offer non-surgical modalities, such as platelet-rich plasma injections, which can lead to an accelerated recovery. To provide efficient and excellent care, personal interactions and individualized attention for each patient is important. We are committed to create a protocol that can eliminate similar injuries in the future. At North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, we are dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and comfort of athletes, including patients with non-related sports injuries. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Michael Rusinella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life. The North Jersey Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute is the preferred practice for diagnosis and orthopedic treatment in New Jersey. Our focus includes sports injuries, as well as the treatment of a broad range of orthopedic complaints, from common tendon ailments and arthritic joint pain to traumatic injuries. Our facility offers an on-site physical therapy suite. In conjunction with specifically designed exercise programs, non-invasive and advanced healing technology, specialist Dr. Michael Rusinella utilizes non-surgical and minimally invasive surgical procedures to help patients regain back their quality of life.
Martin drops back, looks left, throws left. Pass complete.
Second and 8, Raging Bulls. Play action. It's tossed over the middle. Touchdown.
It's in, crowding the line of scrimmage. Man comes in motion. Minucci turns around, hands to Heath. He's got a first down, a lot more. There goes Ronnie Heath. He's off to the races. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Don Bosco.
Ball carried by number 5, Ronnie Heath.
He's still running. He's still looking. That's a beautiful pass, though. Touchdown. Oh, that's a major play right there.
That's Jordan Marsh with the concentration. Hey, that was a nice
Shepard. Shepard, throw it.
Another half to play here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. My name is Ryan Lowy, and I am on the broadcast today with Marley Goldstein. We're getting ready for the second half. First half statistics, a lot of pressure put on well by the Seton Hall Prep Pirates, but no Prevair Feldman did an excellent job running the back line for the program. We're getting ready for the second half as the Lancers have retaken the field. And the Pirates have been on the field at the moment, ready to go. 0-0 scoreline between the two. We have our second half scoreline ready to go right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. So the officials are getting both teams ready to go. And another half of soccer to play. Let's do it. Half number 2 is underway. Shipped ahead. And it will roll out. A quick start of the second half for the Pirates to get the ball back. I'm Ryan Lowy, here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Thank you for joining me. Marley Goldstein on camera. And a 0-0 scoreline as it's put back into play. Here come the Pirates up the field. Krupski plays ahead from far, tapped back, good control, but punched away by the Lancers. The Pirates in control as Henselvitz bats it up. And now the Pirates still regrouping from the back. Up ahead, here's Oladapo. Wiley Ong ships the ball ahead, deflected off of Lucas Mendez. So we were going to have a halftime report for those of you that were wondering, but I had to make the hike down the field and get a word from some of the players and coaching staff, and they said, quite frankly, the first half was, however, controlled by Seton Hall Prep. Everyone was very happy with how the Lancers have been playing. They said they've been keeping up quite brilliantly with the #1 team in the state of New Jersey. And for Seton Hall, Marty Berman's really starting to spear and focus more on shot depth and angling, as Hans has really been able to cover the goal quite phenomenally the past couple games. And of course, give credit to Donovan too. He had a phenomenal game against Woodstock Academy in an out-of-state competition. Rolls out. And it's a goal kick from the 6. 38 flat here left to play in the second half of action. Once again, I'm Ryan Lowy on the broadcast for you here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. So Jay Kahn set for the goal kick from the 6. Hans will address back into play. In the air. Touchdown. Chiricello gets around Grossman. Here's Chiricello. He's on the run. He scissors around. He'll keep going, and eventually he's knocked off the ball. Sent ahead. Kane tries to recourse on it, but it's poked away by Bauer, so the Prep can reset. 37-20 left to play. In attendance today is Mr. Nicholas Slotnick, a former Lancer baseball player and captain. He's returned to the Jake today to try and rile the crowd back up. Former Lancer student section operative. And of course, for Pirate Nation, some of the best in the business when it comes to social media. 36:50 left to play. Once again, you're tuning in from Jacobson Field in Livingston, New Jersey. Ryan Lowry on the broadcast. Some other notable names in the building. Gabriel Kovac, a well-known track star for Seton Hall Prep, Livingston local in attendance. So the Pirates have brought fans, and the Lancers have brought fans as well. Drop kick for Jake Hans. Takes a bounce. Toppled ahead. Battenjani. Krupski. Lancers take over. Blinderman gets it right back. Tries to play one back to Baskies. Krupski deflects it. Can't keep it in. It's actually not as cold as you stand out here. You're starting to get used to it. It's good for the players. Keeps them refreshed and ready to play. Thrown in quickly by Blinderman. Up ahead, headed in the air. From the 50, Baskies deflects one to the prep bench. Oladapo sends it into Battenjani. From the back, the Pirates control. Up ahead to Karan Chauhan. Chauhan ahead as he gives it away to the left winger and back to the defensive core. Aiden Donovan. Peter Battenjani. 35:10 left to play. Karan Chauhan, or Chauhan, pardon. Anthony Henke. And look at Henke ship it ahead. Far side opportunity for the Pirates. They're still in control. From far, Chiricello can't get a shot off. It's poked away by Henslevitz. Here come the Lancers. Grossman plays one ahead for Kane. Interrupted and deflected. And out for a Lancer throw-in. Bauer thought it was a Pirates throw-in. .34-35 left to play here in the second half of action. Kane works a nice play for a Lancers corner kick with 34-20 left to play here in the second half. Corner kick far side for the Lancers. Ballanu ready to take the corner kick. Ballanu, brother to another Ballanu who played Lancer soccer here a few years ago. Graduating class of 2020. Shipped in. From far, Blinderman sends one to Jupiter. And it actually had to make a pit stop in England as it hits off the fence. 33-40 left to play here in the second half. It's a good effort. The Lancers trying to put on pressure against this dominant Pirates team. Deflected away. Seton Hall Prep has West Orange next. They got to be ready for a top 10 matchup. Number 1 team in New Jersey takes on the number 8 team. Free kick for the Pirates. Chris Kane, the guilty verdict on the call. An exquisite attendance here tonight from both sides. The Pirates brought in their attendance. A few other athletes that we're seeing in the building, trying to identify at the moment and highlight for you. Played back in. Here come the Pirates. Far side they control. Marcus Brozon works with Chiricello. And it's out for a Prep Pirates throw-in with 32-40 left to play. From the back, Battenjani gives one a ride. Oladapo with the touch. He's going to try and go one-on-one with Bullino. Pass intercepted and poked away by Goldsmith. Baskies with a strong header. Taken away. Look at Oladapo go. Alex Oladapo, quite the athlete for the Pirates. Varsity soccer last year as well to his name. Seton Hall Prep Soccer just continues to build year in, year out. From the back, shipped aside to Peter Battenjani. Far side touch in the air. Push header by Dylan Santucci. And touchdown by the Pirates. Here comes Seton Hall. Shipped on over. Wiley Ong. Far side. Alex Oladapo. Spears one into the box. It's too strong and headed away. From the outside. Passed over to Nihenki. Intercepted by Grossman. Nihenki is able to get it back. He's thrown to the ground. No tardiness on the whistle there. Grossman playing cheapskate. Unanimous boos from both sides. 31-10 left to play. Played in. Wiley Ong to Alex Oladapo. Oladapo shipped ahead, taken away by Henselvitz. Pings one, it gets through a middle back core, but is taken care of by Will Bauer in the defense line. Nihenki from far shot, fits it to the back of the net for a Pirates goal. That's Joaquin Nihenki. Joaquin Nihenki's 5th goal of the season. He has an assist to his name and 4 goals, but I think you give that one the highlight reel. And you can hear Pirate Nation get loud. Joaquin Nihenki fires from far. 1-0 Pirates here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network. 30-40. Left to play as we're back in. Joaquin Nihenki. Now you highlight reel that shot. Very impressive. Trying to push the Lancers to 2 and 4. The Pirates, here they come again. Tap to front. Here's the number 1 team in New Jersey. Shohan. Passed aside. Ariaza sends a ball on in. Baskis gets in the way. Grudge match for it. Look at Fierce Feldman get away with it. To Grossman. The senior duo 4-year varsity players work together. Feldman punching ahead. Taps one on over. Charlie Grossman. Far side pass. Makes the tough route on over. Santucci. Doesn't work out to Leventhal. Played ahead. A dummy play by Mendez. Lancer throwing. I mean, Joaquin Nihenki. What a shot. That's a good 5th goal of the season. D1 Media Pro Top 10 Play of the Week nominee. 7:29 p.m. Eastern Time, just over an hour since kickoff and just about a little under a half hour to play. Deflected pass. Can it still find Baskis? No, it can't. Oladapo reads it for the Pirates. Shipped ahead. Chiricello. Ahead to Ariaza. Ariaza 1-on-1 with Blinderman. Blinderman pokes away. Wiley Ong. Wiley works defensively. Leventhal's pressure gives it right back to Wiley. Look at Wiley, Reed behind him. He's got eyes behind his head. Passed away by Bauer. Left winger. From far, Mendez. 1-2 passing, shipped ahead by Nihenki. 28-35 left to play here at the Jake. Who scored, do you ask? Joaquin Nihenki with the fire from far finish. Couldn't have asked for better than that one. And Hans gets in the way. You can tell off that shot, Hans was surprised the shot was even put on. It was from about the 15-yard line in football terms here at this multi-purpose facility. Nowhere near the 18. And it's sliced on into the corner quite brilliantly close side. Shipped ahead. Tapped down by Chiricello. Poked on over. Ariaza takes a shot. Smooth hands Hans, heroic Hans. Hans likes to do a drop kick, and it clearly works out for him. It's got quite the bit of power on it. Oladapo going for it with Baskies. Oladapo wins the ball. Look at Oladapo charge. Taken away by the Pirates. Poked aside by Shohan. In the back, Peter Battenjani swings around to the center back. 27-25 left to go. Here's a ball for Loventhal. Shielding effort from Bauer puts it in the hands of Aiden Donovan. Oladapo. Wiley Ong. Ong, play on. Deflects with Blinderman. This works ahead for Ariaza, poked away by Pessoa. Pessoa, he's got the big build, scraping on 6 foot, very strong, spent a lot of time in the weight room, former Ironbound SC product. The Super Eagles he played for, a state-ranked club team. Very happy to be contributing to Lancer soccer. He had a lot of aspirations for the program last year. Unfortunately, couldn't heal too far in the state tournament. However, a county semifinal appearance and a tough matchup against West Orange. Corner kick to be addressed. Joaquin Mihenke. The goal on the day for the Pirates with 26-20. Raises both arms, addresses across, and the tap and finish, losing his footing as the left winger. A break for the Lancers, and Hans tries to work with it. Swing and a miss, Battenjani to Jupiter. The Pirates still have control, deflected away. Back and forth soccer now, getting a little scrappier as the night turns old. Nice play by the junior Dylan Santucci with the sophomore Jacob Loventhal. Santucci taps ahead. Here's Fierce Feldman, pushed off the soccer ball. Oladapo chips ahead. Reliable O in the back. Might have been cleated earlier as you see him reacting, but no reason to take him out. He's a well-worked, well-oiled machine. Far side. Goldsmith thinks he's earned the call. He won't get the fall. Here come the Pirates down the field. Deflected for a corner. An effort from Karan Shohan. 25 now flat left to play in the game. Alex Volkov waiting to check in for the Lancers. Pirates kick in the meantime is up. Deflected from the back. Shot scraped over by Maxwell Williams. Volkov gives Baskies a breather, a junior for junior interpretation by the Lancers. Waiting the Alex Oladapo throw-in as a few Pirates are getting ready to check in. Play to foot to Nihenke. The defense plays with the soccer ball. Will Bauer. 24:05 left to play. Here come the Pirates down the field. They'll try and work something up front. Oladapo, the right back, playing a little wing back at the moment. Shipped far to Nihenke, well, from Nihenke for the matter, and out for a throw-in. 23:42 left to play. Eddie Krupski obviously on the bench for the Pirates, as we see him without a jacket. Hans doesn't look like he can keep it in on the cross, and it's a corner kick, something the Pirates like to see. 23:22 left to play in the affair. Obviously, we're keeping an eye on the health of Eddie Krupski. Krupski, a key piece to this #1 team in New Jersey. Undefeated in over 700 games against in-state opponents. You cannot complain. Ball addressed in. Hans pokes away. Feldman clears away. From the back, touchdown. Scorching through is Shohan. From far, this shot deflected off a Pirate and poked away by Bulino. Played up by Battenjani. Blinderman ahead. Tap by Leventhal, and the Pirates control in the back. Joaquin Henke's 5th goal of the season is the separator. For those of you just joining us here at Al Jake Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. You've guessed it, I'm Ryan Lowy. I'm on the broadcast today, or tonight rather, as the night turns old. Scorching on 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time, currently 7:36. Special shout out to the head of communications, Mr. Goldie of Seton Hall Prep, for giving us all our important pronunciations correctly for the Pirates. Goldie, a good friend of the broadcast, big baseball fan himself. He'll be at the football game just like us tomorrow, as the Prep Pirates have homecoming versus public school opponents, the Irvington Blue Knights. High in the air and out for a goal kick from the 6. No, they're going to say this was deflected for a corner kick. Jake Hans expresses frustration. He had the best view out of everyone, but unfortunately they're always going to assume Lancer biasy. A crisp and chilly night. We're scorching on 51 degrees Fahrenheit here at the Jake. Thank you for joining us. Crossed in. Punched high. Headed ahead. In the air. Grossman on a chase. Nice redirection from Grossman. Challenge from all sides, is able to get away just in time. Feldman gets a foot on it. In the air, touchdown by the Pirates. Shohan. Or Shohan. Oladapo from the 50 flat. Over to Peter Battenjani. We have Seton Hall Prep hockey and Lancer hockey for you here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network. That's coming up this winter. And in the spring, we have a little Lancer soccer, spring soccer is club affiliated, but we have some spring baseball for you, a little bit for the Lancers, and a ton for you of the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. It's all this spring. Stay tuned to the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network and the on-demand functions where you can catch any live event that you've missed. So be sure to understand how to utilize that function. Eddie Krupski on the mend for a substitution. 1955, and here comes Eddie Krupski. Obviously, a Pirates win here wouldn't change much for the divisional standings. East side up front, and the #1 team in New Jersey right behind them of Seton Hall Prep. That's going to be a fun divisional match. It's about a week away between East Side High School of Newark, Newark's premier soccer program, and Seton Hall Prep, one of 2 phenomenal soccer programs, calling the municipality of West Orange their home, the neighboring township to Livingston. Now, I must consider myself a consummate fan of West Orange. If you ever find yourself at the campus of Seton Hall Prep or West Orange High School on Pleasant Valley Way, Mark and Julie's Ice Cream is the place to be. Absolutely love that place. Krupski fires one into the back of the net for a Pirates goal. Krupski. Congratulations, young man. That's goal number 8 for you in 6 games. And 7 for the matter now. He pokes one in. Two nothing Pirates. Less than 20 minutes left to play. The Pirates took a 1-0 lead. They miraculously doubled it not long after. They control in the back. I was just raving about how great of a township West Orange was, and Look at them turn on their jets. Krupski deflected out for a throw-in. 18:35 left to go. Well, our esteemed owner of D1 Media Pro, Mustafa Hooden, comes from West Orange as well. Inquiries, contact d1media@yahoo.com. We're there for sports and, of course, for all events. Played ahead. Oladapo in the way of that one. From the back, West Orange controls. Pessoa. Ahead, Leventhal. Pass to Grossman. Finds the D-line of the Pirates. Abruptly, as a matter of fact, as here comes Karan Chauhan. That one gets through Krupski with the back play. Doesn't work out. Feldman from the ball from Leventhal. Lancers trying to cut the Pirates' 2-goal lead in half. Chipped right back to Leventhal on a nice run. Number 28, the sophomore. Gives it to Bullino. Eric Bullino gives the ball far side to Santucci. Feldman, left-footed cross, tapped away. Blinderman can't get a foot on it. He chipped it as he was fighting with Luke Warjenka. Quick substitution on the Lancer front. Bullino takes a break, and on the Pirate front as well, Chiricello takes a break. $16:55 left to play. Oladapo throw-in. Poked away for a Pirate throw-in. And another Pirate substitution. Coming out with the cramp is Battenjani. Again, of course, Joaquin Nahanke with the first goal, and, well, I won't surprise you when I say this, but Eddie Krupski with the second goal. Pirates throw in now from Brozan. Thank you for joining us under the lights here on the NFHS Network. Feldman. Goldsmith. Dylan Santucci with 15:55. Nice touch there by Lapchinsky to work around the Lancer defense. Feldman pokes ahead. The Wesleyan commit. He's on a run. He's on a mission. He's met with defense. He's going to keep going. He curls on in. Feldman with the slide cross. No one there for it, but an excellent run by Fierce Feldman. Let's see what Volkov can do with it, shall we? And it's tapped away. Brozan wants to impede. 15:20 left to play here in the second half. It's so windy at the moment, you can hear it whisking past us atop the press box. Ryan Lowy on the broadcast today. Play-by-play color analyst unit. That's me. Played ahead. Feldman. Nice chip to himself. Works back with Henselvitz. Matthew Blinderman. Chipped ahead. And Wiley Ong wants to work with the defense, and Grossman impedes. Look at Charlie Grossman go. 4 goals on the season for him, and he eludes that one to death. Wiley sends one ahead. Running effort for Warjenka. Going against Blinderman. Sends one into the box. Slid away on a good effort by Goldsmith. $14:10 left to play. Here in the final half of action on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Let's take a look at the standings, shall we? SEC American East Side holds the top. Seton Hall Prep holds second. West Orange third. Montclair fourth. Fifth, Livingston. Then we see Columbia, Milburn, and West Essex at the bottom. In the Liberty, winner gets promoted to the American. Newark Academy holds afloat. Shipped ahead, Hans sees it go far side with a little slide effort to it. Newark Academy up front, Montclair Kimberly in second, Glen Ridge in third, Bloomfield in fourth, Irvington the fifth spot, Verona in sixth, and Caldwell and Cedar Grove in the seventh and eighth spot. In the Colonial, Barringer undefeated. One of just two teams in the SEC undefeated. That's Barringer there in first. Belleville holds second, Technology third. East Orange fourth, fifth is Orange. Sixth is Nutley, seventh, Payne Tech of Newark. 8th, North Star Academy of Newark, and 9th, West Side of Newark. Colonial has Newark written all over it as Barringer and Technology as well in that division. $12.50 left to play. And obviously Newark's prestigious soccer program is Eastside High School. Here comes Shohan. Feldman gets in the way of that one. Shohan trying to get right back on it. Feldman keeps going past two. Look at Zach Feldman go. Whistle earned for the Lancers. A good effort by Loventhal. 13:25 left to play. Played ahead. Tapped in the air. Header to Kane. Chris Kane from far. Look at Kane go. He cuts in. Now he cuts back out. Kane's trying to maneuver through. Bauer sticks a foot in there and a clearance after gaining possession. 12:05 left to play. From the 50, progression from Brozon as he goes down. Henselvitz on it. Alex Volkov. Off the ball by Siljanovsky. Good control here from the Pirates. Here's a through ball. This is going to be trouble for the Lancers. Warjenka turns on it. Going on one-on-one with Andrew Pessoa. Crosses one on in. It's too strong and into the hands of Hans. $11:10 left to play. Matthew Blinderman ahead. Volkov sends one to the defense. Pirates will now try and work ahead as the Lancers get back on it. Far ball for Santucci on the right wing side. The Lancers' loss tonight would signify the same amount of losses as last season, a 16-4 and run 21 game record they had. Krupski works far side. Krupski will slowly jog on in. From far, leaving the ball behind was Warjenka. Tipped afloat by Nihenke. He tries to fire another one from far. He found the field hockey net. Lancer field hockey 5-1 on the season. Quite a performance for the field hockey team. Of course, Seton Hall Prep, their only other fall effort, aside from cross country, is football. They play tomorrow versus Irvington High School. A few Pirates substitutions. Nihenke and Shohan check out. 9:55 left to play. Relay header. In the air. Tapped back. Feldman leaves it behind. Feldman, quarterbacks a play. Shipped ahead. Headed over to Grossman. And Kane's off sides. Never checked back on. Actually, the head official wants to say that he was on, but it's a goal kick from the 6, looks to me. Neil Hajib looks to check in for the Lancers. Hajib will switch with Volkov. Two to nothing Pirates here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. 8:47 left to play here at the Jake. Ryan Lowy on the broadcast. It's a 2-0 lead for the Seton Hall Prep Pirates right here on the NFHS Network. Punched ahead. And out for a Lancer throw-in. The Pirates took a 2-0 lead. Nihenke fired one from far and fit one into the back of the net. And then, of course, Krupski. He's doing it all. Squeezed in the second one to double the lead. Here come the Pirates up the field. Good control. Sent to far to Warjenka. Warjenka spears one over to Oladapo. Alex Oladapo keeps it in. He's going to go one-on-one with Hajib. Plays it away. From the back, good control for the Pirates. Chipped ahead, it's going to be a tough touch, but touched on down. Number 30, Maxwell Williams, getting his first touch. Pirates gaining good control. This one shipped over, and Hans finds it. Hans will now take his time with it. Ahead, deflected back and forth. Here comes the Lancers run. Feldman goes down. No call from outside the 18. A lot of complaints about that one. This Feldman is slow to get up. .7:05 and we're right back into it. Obviously, Feldman reeling from that one. Thought he got the call. No prevail for him. .6:45 left to go. Hans on it. Bats it away. Henslowitz tapped in the air with .6:35. Here's a Pirates effort once again. Moving are the Pirates. From outside the 18, they control. And they want to take their time and spear it back to the defensive line. Alex Oladapo on the ball. Oladapo sends one under pressure. Hans in the way of that one. Heroic Hans. Odell Beckham Hans. Tapped ahead by Blinderman. Feldman with a nice dummy. It finds its way to Grossman. Grossman shipped ahead. There's a nice ball for Blinderman. Let's see what the Matthew Blinderman can do. Oladapo intercepts the 1-2. Leventhal, a lot of potential Leventhal has for this Lancers program. Speared ahead and poked away by Will Bauer. .5:27 left to go, and substitutions now coming in for the Pirates. And notably, taking a break, getting a breather, is Andy Krupski himself. 5:15 left to go. Krupski, 6'3", 190. You know why he's a threat. Corner kick for the Lancers, as Neil Hajib will wind for one. This is what he specializes in, is those left foot corner kicks. The 5'11" lefty. Ready to shift one in. Raises his right arm and addresses one in. High in the air. Wide of the frame as Donovan came flying in. Oh, a little player profile for the senior Aiden Donovan. The goalkeeper is 6'2", 235 pounds from Lyndhurst, New Jersey. So he makes the 45-minute trip to school every day. May the Garden State Parkway be nice to that young man. 4:25 left to play. The clock signaled to be stopped. And the official now exchanging words with Aiden Donovan. Zach Feldman taking a quick break from the game, obviously getting an applause from the Lancer fans. Quite the game he had. Actually saved goal number 1. So instead of it being a 3-0 difference, it's only a 2-0 difference. What a game by Zach Feldman. Clock signal to start up again. 4:20 and counting. Donovan taking his time. And the Lyndhurst senior sends one ahead. That one's going to squeeze through the Lancer defense. Here come the Pirates down the field. Quick pass to close side. The chip is stopped by Hans. He says, no, 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 Seton Hall. A good effort defensively by the Lancers. It snuck by them. And then Jake Hans cleaned the bait. So obviously we're keeping an eye on Feldman on the sideline. The star Wesleyan D3 commit for Livingston. Spoke with the athletic trainer. He looks to be all right as he's now exchanging words with Matthew John, the backup goalkeeper for the Lancers, but a very good effort on his side. No doubt about it, he deserves an applause, which he got. Addressed in on the corner. Falls in the lane of Kane. And a nice redirection there by Daniel Ariza, but this one scrapes wide of the net. It's a goal kick from the 6. 3:08 left to play, and a Prep Pirates substitution signals a stoppage of the clock. Colton Grove checks in. He'll take out Peter Battenjani. And Hans will play in. Tap down. A few new faces in for the Lancers. We see Timmy Kelly out there. Far side run. Hajib, bodied down by Brady Longstreet. And the junior gets called. 2:40 left to play. Thank you for joining us here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Blinderman plays one up. Deflected header. Sees Maxwell Williams work it back, and the Pirates regroup. Lancers creating a triangle around the ball. We'll see if that works for him. Played away by Luke Warjenka. 2:08 left to play. Offside signaled from the courtside official. Offside's granted by the head official. Under 2 minutes left to play. Hans plays back in. Far side, Goldsmith. Timothy Kelly. Ahead and out for a Prep Pirates throw-in. 100 seconds left to go. A Lancer crowd will start to clear out, and as Prep gets ready to party, as their team, no doubt about it, signifies with the victory today, taking down a hard Lancer squad that they are New Jersey's premier soccer team. The only one that really can compare, probably Kearney and Pingree. Shipped ahead. Nice play by Pessoa. Kelly works with Hajib. Hajib down the line, connects with Pessoa. 70 seconds left to play. Pessoa's touch is too strong, I'm afraid. Under a minute left to play now, and the entire Lancer student section is beginning its departure, and the Prep Pirates remain seated and happy and comfortable. It's gotten quite chilly again, actually, here up in the press box. Braving out the cold. Down goes Kane. Here's Hajib. Hajib shipped ahead. Quickly worked to Kelly. Kelly from far. Donovan gobbles it up like dessert. 30 seconds left to play here in the second half. Pirates closing in on win number 6 and game number 7, and yet another tally of New Jersey victories in a row. 15 seconds. Grossman. Can the Lancers make a last-second statement? Kane can't take a proper touch on it. As from the 50, the Pirates will control. Excellent play from Gideon Gonzalez. And that will do it. The Pirates close in on a 2-0 divisional victory. Aiden Donovan in net. Eddie Krupski with a goal. Joaquin Nihanke with a goal. Good night. What a performance from both teams, but the Lancers let 2 slide in the second half. Mihenki's goal, Chef's kiss, Krupski's goal adds to yet another tally of a phenomenal season. So that will do it here from Jacobson Field in Livingston, Essex County, New Jersey. I'm Ryan Lally, joined with Marley Goldstein on camera, and saying good night from New Jersey. Final score 2-0 Pirates. The number 1 team in New Jersey makes a statement against a Lancer team that sees its 2-game winning streak find loss number 4 in the column. Take care, everybody. Have an excellent evening. Toodaloo.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makayaton touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
Thank you.